Warning, please, people. Take out your earphones and turn down the volume in your homes, because this chapter made me cringe so much that I am not mad. No, I'm actually so full of... My sanity has completely slipped from this chapter alone that I am gonna mad laugh this entire review. You have been warned. First of all, before we talk about this chapter, don't forget to support Parsec. Very wonderful thing. Now onwards to the chapter. That seems to be the final chapter of the arc. And they didn't get a karma. Sanji didn't get a single badass moment. Big Mom didn't come what was coming to her. Oh my god, I'm so angry that I cannot stop laughing. Yes, it's the One Piece chapter 10902, and apparently this chapter, my friends, is the last chapter of the whole Cake Island. And this is how Oda decides to end the whole Cake Island. Oda, you really have created an arc I have grown to dislike. There have always been some moments I've liked about it, but also so many things more that I hate about it. I think I need to have a discussing video with a couple of people describing what I felt was good about it, but also what I felt was very bad about it. Either way, in this chapter, Sanji finds out that Pedro is dead and he can only look out in the ocean and say it all. All because he came to greet him. Yes, I know. All because of him, Pedro is now dead. The character that had so much potential, and it just wasted away just like that. Oda, why? Why were the heroes? Why was the heroes the one that had to lose something? Huh? Either way, Karoto tries to cheer up Sanji, but she quickly after a while breaks out in tears, so Sanji has to cheer up her. As Big Mom begins to sing her malicious ship, the Straw Hats get the cotton candy snow, proving they're soon out of the territory. Elsewhere on the whole Cake Island, on Kako Island, the battlefield is immense. Jinbei for some reason is wounded. I'm saying for some reason. Because this Yonko crew have to fall one day. And you're telling me they're not gonna fall? Oh, what the people complain about is not the same things that I complain about. So either way, Pudding begins to cry in the alleyway as we see a little bit more glimpse of her personality, so to speak. We see the time when Big Mom encouraged her to charm Sanji. Of course, she has no problem with that. It was during one of these moments that Big Mom says, "You're just like my little puppet, Pudding, my little marionette." Oh, come on, people! Do you need any more results to be prove that Big Mom is an asshole of a mother? The fact that her family still seems to care for her is just such a... It's really so immenseful. Just how... Just on the fact that the family really seems to care for Big Mom. But I hope this love is actually more based on fear than genuine love. Because how the hell can someone genuinely love a twisted person like that? It must be fear. Either way, when she was on the balcony, she actually said, "I'm not a doll," We see the moments where, Sanji with those cheeks, and she said in her mind, "Don't be an idiot if you don't know who I was." The way she mocked Sanji in her mind, she was also saying no one would fall in love with me because I'm an ugly monster, proving in the end that the pudding had just very extremely low self-esteem. You know, Uda, if you really wanted to give at least Sanji some justice this arc, you could at least have told us that he could hear her terrifying sadness in her heart with his haki. And that was the reason why he was crying. But no! You decided not to. And then finally he said that pudding side with them. And then we see the final last request. She took out the cigarettes and implies to have kissed him. Of course, we do not see this because this is One Piece after all. We will never see any kiss. We will see hugs, but we will not see kisses. However, as soon as she does that, she immediately erases the memory from Sanji's mind and keeps it to herself. In a way, that's a very sad end to Pudding's story. She didn't want him to remember what she did to him, ego the kiss. So she pulled it out. In the end, Pudding became a tragic villain, so to speak. I know I didn't really like her character when she turned out to be a bitch. But then all these sympathies came, and these sympathies have just been that and that for me. But in the end, even I have to say that this was a very tragic end to Pudding's story. And I'm not saying that in a tragic, oh, this was very bad writing way. Well, in a way, that was true also. But then again, being a creative writer is very difficult, people. I should know, I'm trying to be one too. So, no, I'm actually more speaking of the fact that she didn't want to be loved, so to speak. So she took that away from Sanji, so that he would not remember that moment. That, in a way, is very tragic. So, either way, and then the Big Mom pirates hear that all the Big Moms know that the Straws have escaped. Yes, they have escaped. They have escaped. Sanji didn't even get to kick his family's ass. Nor did he even have to kick an executive of the Big Mom Pirates. Yes, this is definitely the answer. Yes, Sanji really is Ura's least favorite character. There is no denying that anymore. Back to the mirror world, Brule begins to tend to Katakuri's wounds. The fact of all the people, she is the one to tend to Katakuri's wounds is actually pissing me off a little bit. But then again, he was in the mirror world and she is the only one who can enter the mirror world, unless of course you hold on to her. So they begin to talk, and then we see a flashback that's, for me in a moments, is like that. Here we do see some nice sibling bonds. I mean, again, the Charlotte family have been one extremely twisted family that I don't really know what I think of them. Sometimes it looks like they genuinely love each other, other times it looks like they don't generally love each other. Oh, and it's even the fact that the mama. It's just such a screwed up family. You don't even know what you can think of them, and that is pissing me off to the very end. If they really were gonna be redeemed, at least let the children be the good guys and not Big Mom. But no, we don't even know anything about them. It's a twisted love that I don't even know if it's genuine or anything else. Because, well, Brule knew for the fact that Katakuri has always lied down. After all, she is the mirror master. But she has always kept that a secret because, well, she has always admired Katakuri. Then we see a flashback back when the triplets, Katakuri, Daifuku, and Oven were children. We even see a picture of Perospero when he was young. And let me tell you, let me tell you, they are so ugly. They were ugly even as kids. It's the fact that, I mean, they look just like the same as they do now. And then we get to a point where actually I find it, that we actually gets to a point where I feel is a continuity error. But that's just me. First of all, we see how Brûlée got her scar. Well, we don't exactly see how it is. But here's the funny thing. Once again, Totland is nothing more than a hypocritical paradise, because people really did attack the Charlotte family. We saw that with the pudding, and it turns out they did the same to Brûlée, because when she was a young kid, a couple of bullies that Katakuri beat up slashed her face as revenge. Are you telling me people were stupid enough to do that to the Charlotte family? This just further proves just how bad of a mother Big Mom is. She didn't even take revenge for her children. The fact that people took revenge on the children itself just shows deep down how much the people resent Big Mom. They can't fight against her because she's so powerful, so they decided to target her kids. And in the end, that evolved the Charlotte family kids into aggressive people themselves. It's such a bad comedy, really. Because it was during this moment that Katakuri decided to not hide weakness anymore. Put on the scarf, wielded his trident, and beat it up any kind of bullies he saw. I mean, I'm just saying, of all the people, Brûlée were the one who influenced him. What I'm saying is the fact that this is a continuity error in a little bit. It's the fact that how old was Katakuri when this happened? Note, Brûlée is the 8th daughter! And for some reason, Cracker was older than her! And Katakuri is the 2nd son. And for some reason he almost looked, 10, 12, 13 years old in this picture? And how old was Brûlée? There is just some math here that I cannot find out is true. It's... it's really such funny. And then Katakuri hears the fact that, well, Straw Hat's escaped, and he can only grin. Say what you want about, the Whole Cake Island arc, because I can only say that it has pissed me off to no end. But they did create Katakuri, and I have to say, Katakuri's character did not disappoint. He had character development, he became a respected enemy, and he was strong. Luffy defeated him in the end, but in the end, I began to like him, because he actually was different than all the other Charlotte family members. And then, for some reason, Big Mom appears as she is to confront the Germa 66 and the Sun Pirates. And she says life or dead. Are you telling me that the Germa is gonna be getting their karma from Big Mom? Are you telling me that the Sun Pirates are not gonna escape? Oda, how could you? How could you allow the Germa to not get karma from Sanji? How could you? How the fuck could you? This arc has been nothing but despair for the heroes. They have only defeated Katakuri and Cracker. What happened, really? It's such a bad comedy. How much you wasted in this. But the Charlotte family will definitely come back. So when they come back, can you finally defeat them? Straw Hat Pirates. I really hope you will. Well, they escape from the Yonko. Sanji cooks the food, as we also see Seth cooking for rude pirates. As father and son say, I'll feed anyone that eats. We'll worry about the rest after. And that's the chapter end. and with it apparently the end of the whole Cake Island arc. So many things left unanswered, so many things left despairing. In the end, the heroes suffered the most. They lost Pedro, Jinbei stayed behind, they didn't even get to kick Germa's ass. Sanji was worthless this one, the cake didn't even knock out Big Mom. There was just so many things, and now they're gonna go to Wano? Uda, haven't you realized what you have just created? You have created a situation where people are not gonna stop complaining if they manage to defeat the Beast Pirates. Cause there's just something here. What happened to the heroes? Why couldn't they be overpowering? Why couldn't they overpower a Yonko crew member? Because the Yonko were a Yonko, right? But they're now gonna confront the Yonko themselves again. So they have to win this time. And now you're telling me, of all the people that just could have gotten that thing, Sanji was the one who did not get that thing. Oh my god, this was a cancer chapter. Such a big cancer chapter. There were some moments there was emotional, especially Pudding's breakdown and Brule and Katakuri having a sibling talk. Other than that, just cancer. As my sanity slippage here can say. You can all criticize me for my mad laughter if you were freaked out by it. Cause, well, my sanity did break this chapter. So go ahead, give me your thoughts if you have any.